Well, good afternoon, Jerry. I want to take a moment here and review the swing evaluation we did yesterday, or kind of just talking about with Sam, and we were discussing little things with your driver swing here and that little fade you had, but initially also kind of showing you an example of what the swing evaluation or video would be. So as we take the club back, one thing we talked about yesterday with Sam is you take the club back, like what I see here initially in the video is that you're getting the club a little behind you. As we see the club getting a little behind you, what do I mean by that? Well, let's take a little model up here and kind of show you someone as simple as Greg Norman. You can see as Greg takes the club comes back towards us. We're going to see here, and then what you're going to see is that the club then comes up to about right here. So watch this, watch this. Come on, Greg. Come on. Let's speed old Greg along here. So as Greg finally takes the club back, see how it starts coming back like it's coming back at us. And then when it gets to about waist high, slightly behind us, starting to go up into the proper position at the top of the golf swing. Well, you know, a lot of times that can be affected by the position we take it back on. It can be affected by physical stature, grip pressure, right hand dominance, left hand dominance, etc. Just on how we're trying to take that club back. But for the most part, we're taking the club, you know, in some cases, out of utilizing the whole body, but kind of getting it into just one piece or one other piece. So when we look at another person here, let's take a look at old Rory McIlroy. You can kind of see Rory takes it back, and here it is right here. Very similar spot to where we've seen Greg at. You know, trying to get that club to where it is here, still in front of our body, instead as we look at yourself here, it's back here going behind our body. So then what happens here is you go to take the club up to the top, get a little handsy with it, and you can almost see, and that's where Sam was talking about having that really tight grip pressure here, right through here, having a lot of strength in that right side, very tense, very tight through that position. So you can almost see how that club is just being pulled up by just that right hand. So as you get up to the top here, so this is the part I was discussing, is that you get up to here, and as you swing to the top, now all of a sudden, club comes out, comes over the pat position. Now we're coming down, and watch where the club goes. The club comes down across the ball and goes out this way. And we see that position. You see how that club comes down across the body, and almost, you know, if we take it rewind it here, you can see how here's our path, or here's our shaft angle as we're coming down into it. Club comes right down on that position, and look where your club comes through on that same position over on that left-hand side. So when Sam was discussing, or when we were kind of discussing trying to get that hand up here, let's think about that baseball swing. So when we think about that baseball swing, it's going to look something like this with Rory. Rory gets to the top here. I'm sorry about that. We look at Rory right here. And you see that club stays on that exact same position. So what we're going to see two positions. You're going to see that right elbow come down back into the side, kind of what Sam was talking about with you there. But then also we're going to see that right shoulder come down as well. So watch this here as he does this. So as he turns to the top, same thing. There's that right elbow coming down. There's that right shoulder turning down, which gets that club down, inside, coming back through on a different position. Now, another person to think about, Mr. Haas from here in St. Louis. You can see how he gets it up to here, but you can see where he starts from. Right from here, he gets up in this position. You can almost see this very similar type of thing. He gets it up to the top, first position, right elbow comes down through here, right shoulder does as well. Watch. Bam. Comes down. Now look at the difference in your shoulder positions. At that position, you see how that your right shoulder turned this way. See that position? So as that right shoulder turned out rather than down, you know, and kind of getting those shoulders to kind of rotate around the spine, so you're turning. And that's where, when you did that baseball swing, it looked night and day different. But you can see at this position here, we're down, we're around. Now the club then goes nothing, has nothing to do but go on that same path that you started it from the very top of your golf swing. So you see here, there's Mr. Haas's golf swing. So what I would tell you, or what I would suggest is, trying to feel that position. That's why initially, I don't have a picture of it here, but what I ended up doing here for you is, we're going to rewind it back to here. What I ended up doing is I ended up taking, I'm going to get the full picture. I ended up taking and putting just a shaft or one of those laminates back here about 12, maybe 14 inches behind the ball here. So that thought would get you to try to feel that you're going to swing that club underneath that path. Because if you then come down, out, see how as you come down here, you're going to hit that path as you come down and through that position. So, trying to get those shoulders, that right shoulder to come down and get that right elbow to come back to the inside, bringing the club on a little bit better path, a little bit better position coming into impact. So, Jerry, have any questions? I hope this helps out. I hope it works well for you here. Have any questions? As always, what I would tell you is to give me a call, 314-724-6539, or obviously down at the range, 878-4653, or shoot me an email, mwyatt or Michael Wyatt golf@gmail.com. Or just stop by the range. Look forward to working with you here in the future, sir. Any questions, like I said, just let me know.